Her boyfriend is flunking Romance 101.
You didn't even get me flowers on Valentine's Day.
But he did his homework for his blind date.
Half a dozen roses.
After he earns extra credit.
She had this urge to have some cookie dough.
Is that the most romantic thing you could do on a date?
It is when you lick it off someone else's hand.
And her blind date bones up for the final.
She accidentally left her clothes in the back of my car.
Will they graduate together or have a change of heart?
Chris Jagger, welcome to Change of Heart. This is the show where couples who've reached a crossroads in their relationship voluntarily go on one blind date with someone new, and we're going to meet their dates a little bit later. But first, let's meet our couple. Now, he's a good old all-American boy, and she's a free-spirited party girl from Jamaica. They first locked eyes inside the neighborhood grocery store. After some heavy flirting, he got the courage to ask her out, and now they've been inseparable for the past 8 months. Please welcome Michelle Roden and Cole Hartfixon. Welcome to the show. Now, you guys are here because there may be a little trouble in paradise. But, Cole, let's start with you. What made you first notice her in the grocery store that day?
Well, I was taking a video back to the grocery store, walking back to the back of the store, and I happened to look over and saw this beautiful girl sitting there. She was getting some groceries, and I wasn't sure our eyes met. I wasn't sure if she was flirting back, but she looked real nice. And
there she was. Okay. And, Michelle, how do you keep the relationship fresh with Cole?
Well, it's kind of hard, but there was this one time where I did a little striptease for him, a little sexy striptease.
Yeah, and if that doesn't keep it fresh, I don't know what will.
Well, it did. I had some really short shorts on and a G-string and a bra.
And Cole, now, has Michelle changed a little since you guys started going out?
Yeah, she has a huge temper. It's like the longer we've been going out.
Oh, Michelle.
I do not have a temper.
Yeah. It's like, it's scary sometimes. I don't know what can happen. She'll break things and just fly off the handle.
Does she just snap or what?
One time I broke something once.
She threw my remote control against the wall, smashed it to pieces. It's crazy.
Really? Now, Michelle, he says he's a little nervous. Do you think you're overreacting at times, or is he just overreacting?
I don't overreact. He's a control freak. He always has to be right about everything. Yes, he does. Always has to be right about everything.
No.
And then that makes you crazy.
Yes, and he pushes my buttons. He does things to make me mad, so...
So you break things.
So I break things.
Cole, do you? I mean, are you pushing her buttons? Do you know what hot buttons to hit?
It doesn't matter. She always has to be right, so she's always trying to constantly prove me wrong. So it really doesn't matter.
You're like oil and vinegar mixing here. Yeah, the two of you going at it.
I'm always right.
No.
Now, Michelle, how about when you guys aren't arguing? Is there a lot of affection going on between the two of you?
Well, Cole's very unaffectionate, and I'm really affectionate.
No.
I'm really affectionate. Yes, you didn't even get me flowers on Valentine's Day.
Cole, what did you get me? What did you get me? I got you a bear. I got her a stuffed animal. I got her candies, all kinds of stuff.
Girls
but no
need
flowers.
Yep.
So you're saying he's not real affectionate then?
No. I like to kiss and cuddle and hold all the time, and he's not that way all the time.
All right. Cole, then, do you feel Michelle's really independent?
No, she is not dependent at all. She's totally, her life revolves around me when we're going out. She's waiting at home all the time.
We're supposed to do things together.
She doesn't have any hobbies. She never goes out on her own.
He's my boyfriend. We're supposed to do stuff.
She's like constantly leaving messages for me. So, I mean, sometimes she's a little more independent.
Yeah. So without him, you're not doing anything. Is that it?
I have hobbies. He just doesn't know about them.
Michelle, since you're hanging out so much with Cole, does he plan pretty exciting dates for you?
No. Cole's the laziest person I know. He doesn't like to go out. He doesn't like to do anything. I like to party and go out and have fun. He likes to lay on the couch, watch movies. I have to pry him off the couch with a crowbar.
That's why you smashed the remote.
That's why I'm always out working out all the time. She wants to sit at home. She doesn't do anything. She won't even go into the gym.
I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to go to the gym.
And dancing and going crazy till 2 or 3 in the morning.
That's
she won't even do anything.
Oh, well, that's her workout, I guess.
That's my workout.
Yeah. Cole, why do you think then this is going to help the relationship by going out on these dates?
Well, I guess a long time ago, I was in a relationship for about 3 years, and it was like, the breaking up with that was like one of the biggest mistakes I ever made, so I just want to make sure that this is going to be right between Michelle and I.
So it's a good test for the two of you, I guess. Okay. It seems that our match made in the grocery store has a few more problems other than deciding whether they'd like paper or plastic. Now, when we come back, we're going to meet the people that they dated, and we'll find out if they're going to stay together or have a change of heart. Change of Heart, we are here with Cole and Michelle, who've been going out now for almost 8 months. Now, Michelle says that Cole's a control freak, that he won't cuddle with her and is just one old lazy boyfriend. So we set her up with a laid-back but sort of active guy. Please welcome the touchy-feely Ryan Macon.
Yeah!
How you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, how you doing?
So, Cole, do you think Michelle would like cuddling with Ryan?
I'm not worried about anything. It's a pretty sorry shirt he's got on.
I like this shirt.
Ryan,
I'm not
and
wearing the wool white.
you like that?
Nice pink. That's real masculine.
All right, Ryan, let me ask you what you thought about Michelle when you first met.
Oh, it speaks for herself right now. When I first saw her, I was just thinking, man, I died and gone to heaven. She's very nicely set up on this.
So she makes a great first impression, I take it.
Well, not just to me. When we were walking to the car, as soon as we met at the door, I was walking over to my car. 3 guys across the street were walking out of their building, and I had to like hurry up and run up closer to her because they started hooting and hollering at her and making little cat calls right off the bat.
All right. Michelle, he said he thought he died and went to heaven when he met you. What did you think when you saw Ryan?
Well, when I saw him, I thought he looked like a model. I like his hair. He has really pretty eyes, nice body. I was excited and I was ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. Michelle, you said that Cole, even on Valentine's Day, didn't bring you any flowers. Was Ryan at least a little different there?
Oh, yeah, very different. He brought me a nice peach rose, one single rose. And it was really romantic, and it was very nice to feel that I was going out with someone who was romantic and affectionate.
See, look at that. One little flower. Look how happy she is.
Well, I heard that he doesn't really do too much romantic things, so someone had to. Someone had to.
All right, Ryan, tell us what kind of date you had planned for Michelle.
Well, I was told that she wanted to do a lot of more stuff that I guess he doesn't really take her out enough. So I want to plan in a few things. I picked her up just in time so we get to the beach and watch the sunset up at. And it was nice. It was a nice evening. Got a little windy, a little chilly, but we started there.
So that was nice. And Cole, have you ever done that, taking Michelle out for the sunset?
Yeah. In fact, I took her back home to Seattle, took her out in the boat, took her water skiing, things like that.
All right. Now, Michelle, we know that can be a romantic place, so what did Ryan do to make it extra special?
Well, he had a couple blankets ready. He laid them out for me. And we had wine. We had wine and cheese on the beach. And he cuddled up with me and kept me warm. And it was really affectionate.
Kept you warm? How did he keep you warm?
He just had his arm around me.
The cuddling.
Had to be the gentleman and share my sweater because she was a little chilly on the beach.
You put a sweater on? Oh, man.
Just a sweater.
Okay.
All right, Michelle, this compared to a typical date with Cole, how is it different?
Well, Ryan kept us moving. We were doing different things all the time. We went different places. We didn't just sit in one place. And he just kept us going from different places. And
so he was more active. Yeah, you said you couldn't get him off the couch.
Well, he's not lazy like Cole.
Ryan, one of the things Cole said about Michelle was that she's a perfectionist. Was she complaining on the date about anything?
No, she didn't complain about anything. A couple times, like I said, it was a little cold on the beach, and you could tell she was cold. So, like I said, I offered my sweater, and we kind of huddled a little closer and got a little cuddly.
Yeah, that's good. All right, and now, Michelle, Cole's supposedly a control freak. Did you feel Ryan was like that at all?
No, I mean, he had control of the date. He took us places that we wanted to go, but it wasn't all about him and what he wanted to do. He cared very much about what I wanted to do, and that was really nice.
So a little more giving, I guess.
Yeah, more giving.
Now, Cole, do you think she's carrying a double standard because she does want some control, but this is different?
I think when we're together, I think we cuddle a lot. We're romantic all the time. I mean, I'm definitely not the laziest person. I'm always ready to go out and do things. I just don't want to go to the clubs and party all night and dance. You know,
well,
if that's
Ryan,
what he wants to do, that's fine.
Did you get her out to a club, Ryan?
Well, the club we were going to hit wound up not being what we wanted. So we wound up hanging out in this one club down the promenade, and went in there. It was pretty mellow in there, and we were already kind of in a nice mellow mood and getting along. So we went in. There was a nice couches up along the back wall. It was very nice, and we wound up having a seat, sitting on the couch, just kind of talking and getting to know each other, having a drink.
Couches and candles, and
yeah, it was nice and dark, romantic. It was very nice.
Now, while you guys are hanging out and lounging back there, any physical contact start to creep into the date?
No, not really. I mean, he had his arm around me. We were a little cozy because it was dark in there and it was kind of cold. So he just started had his arm around me and we were just comfortable.
She stretched out a little bit and had her legs up on my leg at one little point.
That was a little.
That was towards the end of the, after we'd been there a couple hours. It was nice.
So he had his arm around you the whole day?
I was kept her warm.
Now, Ryan, was that all, or was there more?
After we'd been at the club for a couple hours, I kind of had the urge just to lean forward and give her a nice little kiss. Oh. It was just a quick kiss and very
You gave
nice.
him a kiss?
It was just a peck. It was just a very innocent, polite peck.
Does that surprise you, Cole? First date, she's kissing?
Yeah, that surprised me.
All right, so Ryan, how did you then top the nightclub after that went so well?
Figured we'd go down. It was still a nice evening out. It wasn't as windy in the promenade area, so we went down to the walkway at Santa Monica and had a seat on one of the benches and enjoyed the stars and the view of the
And Michelle,
beach.
the view, what did you think of the view when you were hanging out?
Well, the view was really nice, but I got a much better view when I got to check out his butt a little bit.
All right, so you were enjoying that, and then how did the date end, Michelle?
Well, it was getting pretty late, and Ryan was a perfect gentleman. He drove me home and gave me a nice, polite kiss goodnight, and that was it.
And, okay.
Another kiss? You gave me another kiss?
Polite goodnight kiss.
Let me ask Ryan, do you think there was a connection made there on the date?
I know I had a really good time. I felt a nice connection. We got along great and had a very nice evening. And I was at the end of actually the next day, I kind of got a phone call, so I figured I'd be seeing her again. She accidentally left her clothes in the back of my car.
Accidentally left her clothes in the back
It was
seat.
a change of clothes. It was a bag with clothes.
Oh, it makes all the difference in the world, of course.
It was a change.
All right, was cuddling up on the sofa and a hot lip lock enough to give Michelle a change of heart? We're going to find that out later. But next, we're going to meet the woman that Cole dated. We'll hear all about their date, so stay with us. Michelle's date with Ryan, and now we're going to meet the woman that Cole dated. Cole says that Michelle's whole world revolves around him. She flies off the handle at the drop of a hat, and she lives to prove him wrong. So we set him up with a very independent, even-tempered woman who doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. Please welcome Tiffany Vernon. Welcome to Change of Heart. You know Cole?
How you doing?
Michelle, does Tiffany look even-tempered to you?
First of all, I don't have a temper. Second of all, I don't care about hers.
Cole, more importantly, I guess, did Tiffany meet with your expectations?
She definitely did, right? When I first laid eyes on her, she was beautiful. She was very beautiful.
So it was all good. Yeah. And Tiffany, when you first saw Cole, what was going through your mind?
I just remember opening the door. I was like, oh my God, a blonde Adonis. I couldn't believe. I was just thinking, my first thought was, how could anybody let this guy go out with someone else, you know? I don't know what she was thinking.
Well, I guess that's a good start then. So, Cole, did you make special preparations for your date with Tiffany?
Yeah, I put a lot of time into it to make sure it went well. I went and got my hair cut, got my rim shined up, went and got a new shirt, and I worked out everything.
Hopefully it wasn't that shirt.
All right, you guys are these shirts. Now, Michelle, does he do that very often for you when you guys go out?
Yes, he'll take time to prepare for our dates, but he's always late, so.
Okay, so Cole, I'm assuming things started out pretty good then, without a hitch.
Well, she was a little bit late. She had just come from out of town, but our date was supposed to start at like 3 o'clock, and she was a little bit late. I wasn't able to pick her up until about 5.
And you get mad at me when I'm late? Oh.
Now, Tiffany, we heard Michelle say that Cole never brings her flowers or anything, so I'm going to guess he showed up empty-handed.
No, half a dozen roses.
You call her roses?
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
You never brought me roses.
There was a surprise. I guess we heard her complaining you don't bring Michelle roses. Why not?
Why don't I bring Michelle roses?
Gotcha.
No answer on that. Gotta remember the
Tiffany,
basics.
was there anything else, or did he bring you other things?
Yeah, he handed me this box, and I opened it, and there were cookies with my name on it, and they said, to Tiffany, love Cole.
How come you're not
Love Cole?
Love? You use a love word with her?
Actually, it was a heart. It was really cute.
Oh, I can't believe you did that.
All right, so you're 2 for 2 at this point. Were there some other surprises on the date, Cole?
We went to Ivy the Sea House, this restaurant, and I had before we went to the restaurant, we were supposed to go to the fair, and I was like gonna win her a stuffed animal.
You've never
she said no one ever won her a
stuffed
stuffed animal before,
You've never
so
done anything like that for me.
I wanted to bring her one anyways onto the show. So.
Oh, Simba. Now, Michelle, is this the Cole that you know?
It's the Cole that I used to know.
Cole, what about dinner? Were you also laying on the charm and impressing Tiffany then?
Yeah, dinner was beautiful. We had also a candlelight dinner in the back. It was real romantic, nice paintings, everything. We went out to seafood. We both really liked lobster. I asked her what her favorite food was, and she said it was lobster. It was the same as mine, so I knew we'd hit it off right away.
I like lobster.
So, Tiffany, while you were at dinner, did you find out that you had a lot more in common than lobster with Cole?
Yeah, you know, a lot of things are similar. Our family backgrounds. We were the same major in college. We talked about everything. Movies. We both love playing video games. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Video games.
He was kind of surprised.
So you guys were clicking.
Yeah.
Now, Tiffany, one of the things Cole said about Michelle is that she has a tendency to smother him and that her whole life revolves around him. Any thoughts on something like that?
I can definitely relate to that. I did have a long-term relationship where the reason I actually broke up with my boyfriend was because I was feeling smothered. So you definitely have to have that independent...
little breathing room there.
Yeah, you have to give each other a little space.
Anything else that was special on the date?
Yeah, we went to, we had some tickets to go to the House of Blues to see a great band. And on the way there, she had this urge to have some cookie dough. So I decided that forget the band, let me go get you some cookie dough.
Cookie dough ice cream?
No, it was actually cookie dough you eat out of the wrapper.
Ew.
Oh, okay.
And so we went to go get the cookie dough, and after that I said, are we gonna go to the concert? She said, no, forget that, let's just go to my house.
Cole, I was going to ask you if you were disappointed about missing the concert.
Not at all. A beautiful girl like this asked me to come back to her house. I couldn't resist.
Okay. Now, Tiffany, I don't know. I'm not the biggest Don Juan in the world, but cookie dough eating, is that the most romantic thing you could do on a date?
It is when you lick it off someone else's hand.
Oh my.
We'll have to give you that one. Cole, I understand it. You know, it can be sexy, I guess, when you look at it that way, but did you get a kiss on this date?
Well, I really wanted to, but she had told me she doesn't kiss on the first date, and so I respected that, and she gave me a really nice hug on the way out. She felt really good. So.
All right, now, Tiffany, tell the truth. Were you a little tempted to maybe break that rule?
Yeah, I thought about it long and hard, but, you know, it's just something I stick by, but if anybody would have made me break it, it would have been Cole.
It would have been you, Cole. Okay. Well, will Cole and Michelle have a change of heart? That's what we're going to find out, because during the break now they have to make a decision. We'll find out what that is when we come back, so stay with us. Truth, because during the break, Cole and Michelle each made a final decision about the future of their relationship, and there's no turning back now. Will they stay together, or will they have a change of heart? You guys came on the show because you wanted to make sure the relationship was right and that wasn't just some big old mistake that you guys were in. Michelle, we're going to start with you. You said you wanted a guy that was affectionate, somebody that wasn't going to be a control freak and wasn't lazy just hanging out on the couch all day. So we sent you out with Ryan. You guys had a really nice picnic at the beach. You were walking along the coast and cuddling at the club and stuff. And you liked his backside, too. So I guess that was all good. It's your decision, stay together or change of heart.
Well, Cole, you never bring me flowers. You're the laziest person I know. But you're my lazy guy, and I want to stay together.
Stay together. Ryan, sorry things didn't work out for you.
I'm glad I could help out, make sure they know where they're at.
Okay. Cole, we're going to come to you now. It's your decision. You said you wanted a woman that was going to be more independent, somebody that didn't have a huge temper, and somebody that was going to be less of a perfectionist than Michelle. So we set you up with Tiffany. You guys had a really good lobster dinner, did a little cookie dough licking. You talked for hours, and you had a lot in common. Michelle does want to stay with you, though, so it's your decision. What do you say, Cole?
Tiffany is a beautiful girl. She has all the qualities I would ever want in a girl. We share a lot of things in common. I had a great time on our date. But I want to stay together.
Stay together. Michelle, I guess you found out that it's not a big mistake and it is the right thing to do, and the audience obviously loves you guys together. So congratulations. That's our show for today. Thanks to Tiffany and Ryan. Good luck to Michelle and Cole. We'll see you next time right here on Change of Heart.